American culture is super saturated by brands. No matter where we look, there's clear evidence of brand influence. As consumers, we completely buy into this brand dominance, pasting our favorite brands' logos on our possessions, our social media, and even ourselves. So, how did brands become so ingrained into our culture? Companies gain a foothold in everyday life by building brand loyalty. Brand loyalty refers to the extent of the faithfulness of consumers to a particular brand. Consumers express this faithfulness by repeatedly purchasing from a company, regardless of competing brands' convenience or lower prices. Customer brand loyalty presents a clear strategic advantage for businesses. Loyal customers can be depended on to purchase, generating a secure source of revenue for the company. According to Refuel, a media and promotions firm specializing in the youth market, college students spent about $36 billion on things like clothing, computers, and cell phones during the 2010 to 2011 school year alone. With numbers like this, companies are hyper aware of the potential benefit to be earned in faithful college-aged customers. This documentary will look at how companies build brand loyalty in college students using rewards programs and aestheticism.
Rewards programs are a marketing device that companies use to attract customers and incentivize brand loyalty. Dr. Nasser, a marketing professor at Texas State University, explains how brands build loyalty by forming a relationship with their customers.
Once you build a relationship with your customer over time, that relationship, if satisfactory, would lead to loyalty. Mm-hmm. So building a relationship would involve following up on the customer, making sure that the customer is happy, giving customer rewards. This is where all these loyalty programs comes in. It kind of comes together. Right. Finding the right segment, having the right product, good branding, good communication, and good quality.
At the end of the 1970s, Texas International Airlines established the first frequent flyer program, which promised VIP treatment during the flight and ability to eventually earn free flights. The rewards practice quickly spread to virtually every type of business. Small shops produced punch cards, and businesses of all kinds, pharmacies, auto repair shops, grocery stores, hotels, and more, offered plastic keychain tags that promoted their loyalty programs. Eventually, smartphone apps replaced plastic cards, but the intent behind the offering remained. Today, many companies pride themselves on the effectiveness of their loyalty programs in making sales. The retail manager at Hot Topic emphasized the company's success with an email-based loyalty program.
We're very particular with our loyalty program. We have a goal of 90% of our sales are under our loyalty program, and that's dollar amount. And we hit that goal pretty much every day, often over it.
The Vans general manager expressed similar satisfaction with their recently initiated Vans Family Reward System.
We just started a Vans Family reward system. So what that is like a rewards-based program, kind of like any other brand. You know, like for $1 you spend every 10 points is what you earn. And so we have like other prizes and stuff you can like redeem. So that's really new for us, and that's something that we just started. And so I've actually noticed that a lot more people are getting more involved as far as signing up and being really excited as far as like the rewards and stuff that they can redeem. So that's kind of what we're doing so far. It's pretty new.
By offering exclusive deals and discounts through a rewards program, brands both foster a favorable relationship and encourage increased spending by their loyal customers.
Another tactic used by companies to build brand loyalty is the exploitation of consumers' personal sense of style. MIT's Dr. Liciario explained in Entrepreneur that companies benefit from selling a niche market by reducing their competition and establishing themselves as credible within the niche they are filling. Therefore, it makes sense for companies to market to a certain niche aesthetic. Dr. Nasser agrees.
Do all kind of people want the same car? Probably not.
Right.
Right? We probably want, but if we're thirsty, we want all the same water. We wouldn't care. But if we want to buy a car, people would want different cars. And finding this group of people that want your particular car that you're producing is basically the niche that we're talking about. I think there's a lot of that involved in finding the right styles to the right people by choosing a particular kind of stand and then having your designer design for those. Would be trying to target a particular market, right? So we have brands that are more for younger, teenage style, kind of, you have more for professional people, you have more for working moms, you have something for people who have an active lifestyle. So obviously, even if we're talking about fashion, within this big industry, you have different brands that are targeting different people, trying to appeal for different people. So based on their positioning, they're probably having their designers that would design for those people. So again, it's kind of finding your particular group and designing for that particular group. But when we're talking about specific needs, and statistically it shows that if you're able to find a group of people who and identify their needs and design for those people, then you will be able to be more successful than if you're trying to sell to everybody.
By college, most students have developed a particular style, whether their fashion seems grungy, athletic, gothic, chic, or hipster. There are companies that purposefully cater to students' aesthetic subcultures to create a niche market that their brand can thrive in. This catering takes place both physically and digitally. For example, Zumiez products are advertised as casual skater wear. The entire store is stylized to appeal to their skater audience, from the flat-bottom skate shoes to the front desk, embellished with stickers from the infamous Thrasher skateboarding magazine to the skateboards decoratively placed around the store. The Zumiez Instagram page showcases a lot of the same skating imagery. When asked about building brand loyalty, the Zumiez floor manager cited social media as a critical tool.
By advertising it, such as buying it, wearing it around, expressing it, taking pictures, social media, biggest thing, post it.
Companies gain further exposure to their niche by carefully curating their social media accounts to follow an aesthetic theme. By supplying to a niche segment of people that find the company relatable, style-specific brand forms strong company-consumer relationships which build brand loyalty.
Do you think you're branded?
I know I'm branded. I'd say I'm wearing 5 or 6 brands right now. Just my tennis shoes, jeans, shirt. Everything's branded.
How would you describe your look or style?
I'd say laid back and relaxed, very approachable, casual.
Do you have certain brands that you wear a lot?
Yeah, I wear Nike a lot and American Eagle.
What about those brands make you loyal to them?
They just have a high level of quality and they have consistent marketing that continues to prove why they're superior to the competition.
How do you show your loyalty to these brands?
By using their product, going to their store, engaging with them on social media. I associate the brand really closely with their social media, so if the social media says or does something that, pretty bad, I associate the brand poorly, and vice versa.
This project considers the relationship between brands and the college students they market toward. College students are often oblivious to the influence of branding on everyday life. Companies take advantage of this subtle authority by playing into students' biggest interests, making an impression, and saving money. Using marketing and sales tactics, companies earn the trust of the consumer. Nearly every brand has dedicated customers, some loyal to the point where they avoid buying competitors' brands. Most customers won't directly seek out a relationship with a brand or label. What they want instead is a quality product, with something along the lines of a loyalty program or discount for repeated purchases. What has been made clear after conducting the research and interviews is that college students are branded, whether they realize it or not. After watching this documentary, we hope that college students are more conscious of branding's impact and actively consider the implications in their personal lives.